Hey folks, this goes out to you entrepreneurs out there carving a better way for yourselves, your families, and your futures. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the subscription tab below and be part of our YouTube community as we ramp up more and more of these videos about business, life, and family insights and things of that nature. So today we're just going to go over some random thoughts. Been really having some huge discussions with some friends about business and life and family and all of those type of dynamics. And a common theme that I can surmise and come up with that continually comes up is the importance of the things we go through in our minds and how we perceive things. So I keep thinking about the importance of clearing the chatter in your mind. And I think when someone is able to start clearing out all of those voices, or even if they don't stop or the chatter doesn't stop, but at least being able to not be controlled by the chatter, I think that is a huge component to being able to channel your mind and channel your thinking in the right direction. And then by being able to channel your mind, clearing some of the chatter, but being able to channel your thinking and channel it and direct it into a right direction, well, then you're able to make better decisions. You're able to make better decisions with your life. You're able to make better decisions with your businesses. You're able to make better decisions with your family, just with yourself overall. And then the results that come from that in your life is a better life, a more valued life, a more fulfilled life, a more amazing life. And I can see how the chatter, those voices that are constantly ringing in our heads, in our minds, in our subconscious, in our unconscious, can sometimes control and hinder our decision making, control and hinder our progression in life and in business and in our family connections too as well. So I think a real huge component, once again, to being able to help create a better life and a better business and a better family has a lot to do with clearing out a lot of the chatter and those voices in our head a lot of times. Because I think the challenge is, I think the challenge is the admitting that we actually have a lot of voices in our head. Because I think the overall perception of voices in our head is this typical scary movie or something, or the crazy dudes, or whatever the case may be, the people that we think and we perceive as crazy. But I think we fear that we actually have some of the same challenges in our own heads. So I think the fearing that and not admitting that ends up bonding us to this self-denial, which contributes to the non-overcoming it. It contributes to not being able to be empowered to overcome it and work through it to create a better life. So it seems in essence that over time and through conversations and myself as well, it seems as if through those voices and those chatter and everything, it starts controlling us instead of us controlling it. Because if you think about it, a lot of it is just words. At the end of the day, a lot of it is just words. And which is very important. Words are very important. But if you start taking control over those words that are going through your mind, then your mind will start changing, and your decision making start changing, and then your life starts changing. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be an easy task by any means. I don't want to paint this picture that, I don't know, you just take this pill and just pop up out of the matrix or whatever. Although that movie is one of the best movies ever, and it's a great analogy and everything. But it's a process. It's a process. Now, sometimes that pill that you do take sometimes isn't. Sometimes a event or an enlightenment that you receive, and over time it just unplugs you. Yes. But I think majority of the time it's a process. It's a maturation stage when you are maturing and growing, thinking clear about life, receiving divine wisdom, and being able to actually open your eyes and your mind to a more clear path. And I'm not saying just be open to everything. Like, everybody's always talking about being open-minded and all that stuff. Yeah, okay, but you got to be careful also and use wisdom in what you allow your mind to be open to. Because, I mean, it's just something as simple as the old adage of, I hear this many times from my grandparents or whatever, the old adage of if somebody jumps off the bridge with you, or if they suggest you jump off the bridge with you, well, okay, this is when you got to be careful with this open-minded all of the time, because somebody can openly suggest some stuff to your open mind that becomes destructive and detrimental to your health, your life, your family, and your business. But going back to the understanding of how important it is to clear chatter out of your mind, or at least being able to channel that chatter, channel that thinking, and not let that chatter control you or consume you. Because sometimes it doesn't stop. Your brain is not going to stop, man. Your brain doesn't even stop when you're sleeping. So your brain is constantly processing. Your brain is constantly going. And those are words that are constantly going through your mind, through your brain, through your mental psychology. So it's not about necessarily shutting it down and making it become silent, but it's more about taking back control of it and embracing it, just allowing it to flow through, and then channeling it and directing it into the right direction to make better decisions, following that type of new thinking, following that type of empowered thinking, following that type of empowerment that allows you to not feel like a mental slave to your own mind, to your own habits, and to your own life. And then taking up personal accountability and responsibility for yourself and your life and your family and your business. And not just always feeling like you're just behind the ball, behind the 8 ball, behind the curve, just behind in life. And finding a sense of rhythm in the midst of it all, and stability. Even when the scenarios don't change. This doesn't mean the challenges are going to change overnight and the bills are going to go away tomorrow or anything. But it's still about finding that rhythm and that peace and that empowerment in the midst of those storms. Because everybody's storms is different, yes. But each person can find the solutions and the peace and the wisdom and the enlightenment in the midst of it. Then you're more empowered to start your business. You're more empowered to increase your business. You're more empowered to connect more with your family and lead your family and love your family and love yourself. and allow God to work through it all. So it's just something to kind of think about, something I'm pondering on too as well. And we all deal with it. You're not alone out there. Everybody's dealing with chatter. Everybody's dealing with stuff in their head, even though, people don't project it or act like they are not dealing with it. Believe me, everybody's dealing with it. But it's just a matter of how you handle it, how you manage the dealing with it, and not letting it deal you. So take care. God bless. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just a quick random thinking and discussion with you guys. Just like I said, just sharing some thoughts from just conversations I'm having with you all too as well. I really enjoy some of the conversations and the enlightenment that you share with me. It's really impacting my life as well to be able to even have these discussions. This one in particular really has helped out, because I think a lot of us are dealing with all of this stuff in our heads and wanting to know how to manage it, and how to channel it, and how to direct it, and how to overcome it. So hopefully it was some insight to help you out along the way and help come up with some solutions to move forward and create the life that you desire. So take care. God bless. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with somebody. I'm sure somebody else needs to hear this. I know I needed to hear this. I needed to say it, and I needed to hear it. So share this with somebody. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on our link below. Get you a copy of Entrepreneur Training Course at entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com and start training your mind for entrepreneurship and taking your life back and being able to overcome the challenges of life and finances and family and things of that nature. Get your copy today, entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. Also contact me about entrepreneur training, personalized coaching. You can click on the link below. You can click on the email link, send me an email or the number below, leave me a message. But contact me about personalized entrepreneur coaching, because that is something that really helps out. It helps having these type of personal one-on-one discussions and confidentiality with each other, and being able to discuss things that you may have had in your mind but just have not acted on, just needed that extra oomph, that extra push, an extra zeal, and it may come out through discussing these type of things with another person personally. So that's why we're offering these type of entrepreneur coaching type of services, because I have seen a lot that comes out of discussing and having and sharing wisdom and insight with somebody personally, one-on-one, and mentorship and things of that nature. I benefit from it too as well, from others, and having discussions, having other coaches in my life and mentors in my life as well. So I'm really understanding how important that is, and how that helps. It's like it helps with giving you a flashlight in the midst of the cloud and darkness of your own life and your own business and things of that nature. So because you already know what to do a lot of times, you already have it inside of you. You just need that extra push sometimes. Just need an extra conversation to help pull it out of you. So contact me about personalized entrepreneur coaching. We can discuss where to go from there. So enjoy the rest of your day. Go out there and do something. Make sure you remind people that they matter in life. They matter to you. You matter. That you're not an insignificant person. Remind yourself who you are and whose you are. And you'd be amazed at the confidence you will get out of life, and the enjoyment and the fulfillment you will get out of creating a more fulfilled life. So take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get a copy of Entrepreneur Training Course, and contact me about personalized entrepreneur coaching. Enjoy your day.